much power do we really have over our own lives? With the media being what it is, and the government and the wealthy just trying to control us and stay on top, gets you thinking how much of a choice we really have when you're born at the 99% at the bottom. Not that I'm trying to say that we all have no power. I think we all have tremendous amounts of power, but most of us don't take the time to reflect on it. And I think it's empowering the people at the top by us not taking some reflection time and figuring out what we want. I guess what it comes down to is really knowing where we are, who we are. So often we think that we're the role that we play in our own lives, but like I was hinting at before, these roles are constructed by people, not you. These people who want you to behave in a certain way, who want you to be on Facebook and click in the ads, who want you to watch the commercials on television or in between the newspapers that you read, who want you to maintain an idea of fear so you'll cessate your power to those in the government who claim to protect you when all they do is hold your invisible leash. So how can we do something about this? It feels like half the time we can't. I think that there needs to be a greater awakening inside yourself, first and foremost, and it just can't happen between one or two people. When the hordes, the armies of these ignorant people who are so brainwashed into behaving this and this way, into eating this and this way, to thinking this and this about themselves and about others, just so they can engage in things that ultimately aren't making them happy anyway. You look at children and they're just so happy, and you look at adults and you're like, where did it all go wrong? Like, I don't know. It worries me. It really worries me. I feel that there's an energy that can be cultivated, but it's just not going to happen when you're in the chains that this society has placed upon you. You need to break free of those chains to even know where you are and place in time. Think about your day. Think about what you do in your day, and how much of those things would you want to do all day, every day? Like, I know we have responsibilities because of the way that the world is constructed, but what about the things that we do routinely that aren't so much that, you know? The things that we talk about with our friends and families that are just so on the surface. Why does no one talk to each other about the things that matter? Why do we go through our lives not wanting to make any waves? I've definitely been feeling that about myself, not wanting to make waves. I think I was created as this drone, and I feel like sometimes I can't do the things that I want to do. It's like my body has been so reinforced that it's like, you can't behave the way that you want to behave. Even if I really wanted to do this one thing, it's like my body shuts down, my mind shuts down, and I'm going to be working on that because I want to be autonomous and not beholden to some society that does not give a shit about me, just wants things from me. That's what I'm really starting to see. People and society and, friends. Like, do they really give a shit about you, really? Are they going to be there for you when it's all, when you're down and out, and how will they be there for you, really? So I'm glad that I have a really cool bunch of people in my family. Not all of them are. Some of them are dicks. And I've come to learn that the hard way, where I've placed my love in these people and they fucking stab me in the back. And you're like, wow, you're all these ideas about family and blah blah. This is just this cultural reinforcement We need to move beyond that. Let's look at individuals for what they are, this Atma, this spirit that is a reflection of the divine. We need to get back to it. And it sounds wishy-washy, but if it's real, it's not wishy-washy. It's this other society that's like some bizarre painting that does not, it kind of looks like reality, but it's only because we've come to accept that. When we take a step back, you'll just see it's just an absurd bunch of colors. We need to rethink the way that we do things. There's so much power inside us, yet we focus on things that take our energy instead of cultivating energy. And everything seems to take. How much time do we spend refueling our tank? I'm going to try and stay away from those things that just are a bit too shallow. I think I've kind of outgrown them anyway. I just want to reassess the things that I do in my life. My free time. If I had to do it all day, every day, would I do the same thing? If I had to do it all day for the rest of my life, would I do that? How would you want to spend your life, I guess, is the question. Not like this. Something more. Something electric. I'm glad I'm developing stuff with my yoga of love. I'm hoping to share a lot of that. I've had to reassess some things, because not reassess, but there's new chapters that I've had to write because of just the way that the new things that I'm seeing. So much power inside us. So much light and dark and good and evil and inhale, exhale, male and female. It's all there. It's just waiting for you. I'm only just starting to see, but you gotta make a change. You gotta step outside your comfort zone. You gotta change your diet. Go vegan. Change your spiritual practices. Do something real. Don't just show up to a building and think you're doing anything. Do something that changes your spiritual foundation. Make a change. Make a change in your life. Start to feel something, because life's too short, man. I guess that's it. Speak to you later.